Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Risdiyanti. Now I want to answer the question. The first is, according to Wibowo, language is arbitrary and conventional system of sound and articulated sound symbols produced by speak tools, which is used as a means of communications for a group of people to produce feeling and thought. Based on the opinion of Wibowo, I conclude that language is a way of human communication, both oral and written, which consists of structure and conventional use of words that produce feelings and thought. Okay, number two is a second language plus foreign language. According to Casal Pinedo, second language and foreign language, I conclude that second language is other language except the first language, mother tongue, that has been learned and used in daily life. And we can say that second language and the first language take a role together used in daily life. For example, Malaysians use two languages as their nation language, Malay and English, to communicate with their citizens. English is Malaysia's second language. It is said that English isn't foreign, but Malaysians used to speak it regularly. Okay, while foreign language is other language except the first language, mother tongue, that has been learned for a particular purpose, and foreign language does not take any rules in daily life, but it is used for the specific purpose, such as finding a job in other country, interest on learning variety of language, and etc. For example, Indonesians use language as their national language and mother tongue. They don't use English regularly in daily life. They learn and use it for a specific reason. Thank you. Next is number three, statement integrated skills focus on the four main English skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening through communicative language teaching methodology. Practical reading and writing tests and vocabulary studies are presented as well as in six available language. Okay, level 1. Ask and respond to simple, routine, and predictable questions about personal information. Communicate some basic needs in formal conversation. Understand keywords, some phrases, simple comments, or direction and short sentence in personal topic. Read a simple text that is related to daily life and experience. Write a few sentences and phrase about topics that are familiar to the students. Level 2. Ask and respond to simple and familiar questions. Describe a situation and etc. using a variety of short sentences. Read a simple paragraph. Effectively communicates in writing ideas. Level 3. Participate in most routine social conversation. Understand simple exchange, short sets of common daily instruction and direction. Understand the purpose main areas of paragraph text. Use and understand a range of common everyday vocabulary. Use a variety of simple structures and some complex ones when speaking. Okay, level 4. Communicate with some confidence in casual social conversation. Communicative facts and ideas and some details. Follow the main ideas and identify keywords and important detail in verbal communication and moderatory demanding context of language use, audio tapes, and radio broadcasts on relevant topic. Write paragraph, letter, and composition and use and understand a range of common everyday vocabulary, some common phrase and idiom. Level 5. Participate in formal and informal conversation involving problem solving and decision making. Participate in conversation with confidence. You demonstrate an increased ability to respond appropriately to the formality level of social interaction. Read English information to learn the language and to develop reading skill. Demonstrates mostly satisfactory control over complex structure and spelling. And last is level 6. Comprehend main point, detail, and etc. when communicating in moderately demanding context of language use. Comprehend an expanded range of concrete, abstract, and conceptual language. Read authentic multi-purpose text. Sufficiently grasp the meaning of text to paragraph, paraphrase, or summary key points. Interact and communicate with other English speaking in a culturally appropriate manner. Okay, next is number 4. There are three hierarchical levels of conceptualization and organization of language, teaching from Rickard and Rogers. The first is approach. Approach defines assumptions, beliefs, and theories about the nature of language and language learning. The second is design. It is specify the relationship of those theories to classroom materials and activities. And the third is procedures, techniques and practice that are derived from one's approach and design. Number 5 is the strength and the weakness of this method, grammar translation method. The strength of grammar translation method. The first is the phraseology of the target language is quickly explained. Translation is the easiest way of explaining meanings or words and phrases from one language into another. Students will be able to master the appropriate structure of language, and mistakes made by them in playing speaking ability will not be that much. An effectively way for application of grammar and sentence structure. And the weakness of grammar translation method. The first is language is seen as a collection of words which are isolated and independent, so students themselves are not seemingly able to produce sentence. Second is bad effect of this method is on people's motivation, because students cannot succeed in learning the difficult grammar rules of the target language. That leads to the boredom in the classroom. As a student cannot master a four skills of English: speaking, reading, writing, and listening. The grammar translation method is the easiest for a teacher employ. It does not require a teacher to speak good English or make good lesson preparation, so his knowledge might be lost into oblivion. B is direct method. The strength of direct methods are students receive more input in the target language than when the language was instructed in their native language. Students can gradually improve grammar and increase vocabulary in English and can speak English fluently. Students create direct association between words in foreign language and concepts in talk, action, situation, and etc. And the weakness of direct methods is their activities are much more guided by the teacher than in any other particular method. No emphasis on authentic material. Some students might dislike delays in learning to read and write. The direct method doesn't address this psychological aspect unlike some other methods. Some concepts are difficult to explain without the help of the learner's native language. And C is audiolingual method. The strength of audiolingual methods are lessons in the classroom focus in the correct imitation of the teacher by the students. All students are active in the class. The circumstance classes are more interesting and live. Language skills are learned more effectively if they are presented early. And then the weakness is of audiolingual method are this method plays in the background writing because it was much more important speech. The grammar skill is not drilled. The meaning of words can be learned only in a linguistic and cultural context. And thank you.